that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove.
Today, from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports.
We're at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. To return, it's Cam Sutton. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here are the Steelers making their way out with their longtime starter, Ben Roethlisberger, leading the way.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Brings up
First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Rhodes on the coverage.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the rookie, a 4th-round pick out of Washington. It's Jacob Eason.
And when you see Jacob Eason in a uniform, you think, that looks like a quarterback. 6'6", nearly 230 pounds, a monster arm. Any throw you want, he can make it. And remember this, the Colts have only drafted 2 quarterbacks in the first 5 rounds since 1991. No pressure, Jacob Eason. They were Peyton Manning and Andrew Luck.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll run it. It's Mack. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Eason sets to throw it. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Marlon Mack with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first quarter lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Sutton now to return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency? And he'll be brought down by the Colts. The linebacker Darius Leonard applied the heat.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. On second down, it's Connor. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
The 40-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
He was brought down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize, because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally, you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now Roethlisberger getting this one into the hands of Smith-Schuster. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Roethlisberger will throw. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow.
A loss of 7.
And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop.
Aaron Donald's the name most people think about at the defensive tackle position, but an all-pro last year alongside him, Cameron Hayward. An absolute nightmare to try and block. And he gets into the backfield on that play and finishes it off with a loss.
And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third.
To throw on 3rd down. Eason. And he'll find Pittman. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
First down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
On first down, Jacob Eason. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. Oh, he's got a little daylight. T.Y. Hilton, nobody to beat. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts add on to their lead.
Rodrigo.
So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. The Steelers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Ebron caught left side. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
Good pickup there by Marlon Mack, and he was a 1,000-yard runner in 2019. And has been very consistent in moving the ball for the Colts. Last 2 seasons, at least 8 touchdowns rushing each year.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He's got Burton here. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. First target, first catch, and a first down. They'll run here with Mack. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, but it sets up 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Again, it'll be Mack. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for third down.
Well, lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll look to run with Taylor. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
How about that stand defensively? The sticks were moving against them. First down after first down was being piled up. They had driven all the way down the field, and then they ran into a wall on 3rd and goal. Nice job regrouping. Very impressive.
An 18-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0.
Steelers, nothing.
They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you get all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision, let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
James Conner and the Steelers ready to get their next drive going. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter.
44-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Roethlisberger, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Roethlisberger. He'll get that one complete to Conner. That catch good for only a couple.
To James Conner.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
At the Colts' 47-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
That's complete to his running back, Conner. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down. Blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced to dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
45-yard line.
Now Eason. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
And the Colts.
The give to Taylor. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Matt. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
The 33-yard line. A gain of 4. And it's third down.
Eason. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
For Harris Campbell, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Eason. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
And 10 yards to go.
A final shot before break. Eason, the Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 20.
Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Stephon Tuitt. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. From the gun is Eason. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 28-yard line.
On the counter, it's Connor. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Connor, the ball carrier.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Well, I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
10 at the 12-yard line.
On 1st and 10 is Counter. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Give the tackle to Anthony Walker. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
The 12-yard line.
Roethlisberger. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Screen pass to Connor. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Boswell's kick is good. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
There's a friend of mine used to say they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Indy set to go on offense once more. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll throw on 1st down with Eason. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. They'll run here with Mack. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They go right back to Mack. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
A gain of 19.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Staying on the ground with Mack. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On 3rd and 2, Eason. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th.
Makes the score Colts 23. Steelers 3.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the made field goal, here's Blankenship again. Sutton now to return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own.
So with the Steeler offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Oh, you're impressed,
Yeah,
aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks.
There he goes, left side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chase Claypool, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
At the 25-yard line. The Colts take over.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the second half, just 3 points, and you just saw the touchdown go the other way. So it's a 2-score game. We're not done here yet.
I think everyone's on the edge of their seats now because they're anticipating what's coming, and I sense that everyone in the stadium knows they need to keep it on the ground. So if you're going to do that, hope the quarterback is stretched a little bit. Some bootlegs, right? Some fakes inside, getting out to the perimeter. Those might be open for him.
Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
He was covered by Steven Nelson.
Here's Eason to throw. And he's got his man, Hilton. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a first down. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Ball carrier.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A gain of 11 on the play. And
operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They run with Taylor. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing is Eason. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 34-yard line.
It's a gain of 10.
Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Eason. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
12-yard line.
Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And that'll set them back 5. Eason on 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10. At their own 27-yard.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, "Guy."
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will bump the lead up to 26.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Sutton now to return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One last shot for Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because You and I both know, heck, they knew. This is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease, romped home with an easy win. And here's the best part for them. It'd be easy to get to the airport because the crowd left pretty early in this one, didn't they?
Well, plus they have a police escort.
Okay, you had to spoil that part of it. Of course, they're going to get there. But think about how wide open things are now because this crowd didn't expect this.
No.
So they went back to the tailgate and said, let's go eat. This one isn't any fun for us.
Yeah, they took the drama out of this one pretty early on. So for Indianapolis, their hopes of a 500 season stay alive as they move to 7-8 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, it just keeps getting worse as they're going to fall to 1-14. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
What I did, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah.